Or what's up everyone, Duquesne23 here, and I have made a map in Halo Reach. It has been a long time since I've done this, and going back into Halo Reach and forging has its complications because of the fact that it doesn't have duplication and magnets and things like that. You know, duplication is very crucial, at least in my forging now, just because whenever you duplicate an object, it's in the exact same rotation and placement that the previous object was, so making a track is a whole lot easier. It's a lot more difficult having to go back in the menu, spawning the object again, having to re-rotate it back to where it's supposed to be. So it was definitely really interesting doing this, but this map was actually for a contest for God's Regret. Basically, the contest was kind of like a fantasy draft type of contest. Now, in case you don't know what that is think of it like the NBA draft. You have all your teams and all the players are there that the teams are choosing, and you know, pretty much like us, the forgers, are the teams, and all the objects that is in Halo Reach are like the players. So we had like 20 people joining in this. We all got our own draft like spot where we would pick. I was luckily number 2 for the draft spot, and so pretty much the first person, he chooses an object in Halo Reach, and then I go in and, you know, as the second person, choose an object. And then, you know, the next person all the way to level, you know, all the way to the 20th person, and then it goes back up, and, you know, then I get to choose again eventually with what's left there. So it was really fun doing it this way. My very first object I chose was actually trees, because I love the aesthetics that trees can provide. But this was really interesting, and it also made it very interesting the fact that we had 2 weeks to make a map. I decided not to start on my map until the day it was due, and I only had like 5.5 hours to finish this map. So I started the map, and I basically streamed the entire process of me working on the map, and I submitted it like 3 minutes or 2 minutes before the deadline was due. My heart was racing. I had 15 minutes to put all the checkpoints and the kill boundaries in on the map. And now remember, this is Halo Reach. There is no duplication. So anytime I would spawn a kill boundary, I would have to resize it again and place it down, and then spawn another kill boundary and resize it. Oh my gosh, I was so stressed out. I was so stressed out on there, but this was so much fun. I think the track is really great. Whenever the contest is over, I will be going back in and updating the track itself. Just because there are a few little spots that I would like to change and update, and of course double check to make sure the kill boundaries are everywhere. So if people do play it in a custom game browser, or if they play it in certain tournaments and stuff, because it is a collision course track, so it is a lot of fun to be able to play on. I'm also, after it's done, I am going to change the starting gate a little bit. I did have the starting gate where if you jam the front end of the starting gate, like, you know how a lot of people, they just ride the front right whenever and wait for the green light and start to go. If you do that, you're going to most likely flip over whenever you try to drive over the edge of the ramp. And I did that on purpose to screw over anyone that's impatient and is trying to jam the front end. So of course, whenever we do this, whenever I play it normally, I'm probably not going to have a starting gate that's like that, just so if you do play it in a custom game browser, people don't have to worry about flipping over at the very beginning. But I just wanted to do that for the contest itself, to have a little bit of fun with that. So this was a ton of fun to be able to play on. I love this track. It is, especially since I had to make it in like 5.5 hours. I rushed this sucker like crazy. I deleted sections like 4 or 5 times, you know, and everything. So it definitely was a process to, you know, make this track that quickly, but it was a ton of fun. I hope y'all enjoyed the track. It is in my file share. My, you know, Gamertag is Duquesne23, so if you just want to go check it out in MCC, you can. It's there, and that'll be it, and I will see you on the next one. And remember, let's forge a new Halo.